In the desert's crucible, where the sun bleeds red, stands a spectral sovereign whom the light does dread. Albino and ageless, a phantom in the night, he utters axioms that atrophy the soul's light. I am the arbiter, the verdict, the abyss. In my tribunal, no plea can dismiss. War is my doctrine, anarchy my decree. In the ballet of Bedlam, I sow the seed. He delineates the detritus of dynasties past, then dissipates their quintessence to the void's vast. For sapience is supremacy, yet supremacy sours, and in his clutch all inception devours. I am the arbiter, the verdict, the abyss. In my tribunal, no plea can dismiss. War is my doctrine, anarchy my decree. In the ballet of Bedlam, I sow the seed. To the kid, he proffers a pact, gelid and grim. You are my disciple in this chronicle dim. Together we'll navigate the netherworld's name, and etch mankind's requiem on history's grave. In the saloon shimmer, he seizes the stage. A fiddle's lament, like a banshee's rage. He capers unclad, a macabre display, a portent of perdition, where night consumes day. He persists against temporality's tide, a bastion of belligerence where tempests reside. His mirth, a symphony of sorrow's strain, reverberates through the veins on the spirit's domain. I am the arbiter, the verdict, the abyss. In my tribunal, no plea can dismiss. When the cosmos collapses and stars are but dust.
In the winter, he comes alive, made of snow and ice to thrive. Don't be fooled by his cute grin. Hee-ho, he'll pull you in. Dances in the chilly breeze, a frosty charm that aims to please. But when sunlight starts to show, hee-ho, he melts, you know. Hee-ho, hee-ho, frost spirit on the go. Warming days, he slips away, gone until the next snow play. In the night, he's full of glee, spreading winter joy for free. But the spring sun draws him near, hee-ho, he disappears. Melted puddles on the ground, no more frosty soul around. The warmth breaks his icy spell, hee-ho, we say farewell. Hee-ho, hee-ho, frost spirit on the go. Warming days, he slips away, gone until the next snow play. melted puddles on the ground. No more frosty soul around. The warmth breaks his icy spell. Hee-ho, we say farewell. Hee-ho, hee-ho, frost spirit on the go. Warming days he slips away, gone until the next snow play.
Misty shore where the towers of Carcosa soar. A place read, a forbidden lore that opens up a darkened door. The king in yellow, robed in fright, his tattered cloak conceals the night. With the pallid mask he brings his might to claim the souls who seek his light. Casilda weeps for what she's seen, the horrors that the pages glean. In dreams she walks where none have been, in the city where the king is king. The stranger knocks upon the gate, his presence seals the reader's fate. No mask he wears, it's far too late, for in his eyes the madness waits. So heed this warning, friend of mine. Avoid the book, the yellow sign. For once you cross that fateful line, the king in yellow you'll enshrine. Casilda weeps for what she's seen, the horrors that the pages glean. In dreams she walks where none have been, in the city where the king is king. won't die, it just obeys. Echoes in the hall, they beg me back. Chained to guilt, the world turns black. Keys won't save, the light won't last. I'm just a ghost who haunts the past. I see your eyes, were they ever real? Time peels back like crumbling steel. Every breath is just pretend. This house remembers how it ends. Echoes in the hall, no place to run. The trauma wakes when day is done. One last door, one final scream. What if none of this was ever a dream? Walking through the city lights, shadows dance on neon nights. Your voice whispers in my ear, sweet insanity is near. Skyline dripping golden hues, midnight we chase our muse. Pen and paper, heart and soul, together we just lose control. Sweet insanity, take my hand. City's rhythm we understand. Lost in stories, time's our friend. In this chaos, let's not pretend. Stars are blinking in the dark. Dreams ignite with every spark. Art and words, we weave a tale. Through these nights we will prevail. Midnight laughter fills the air. Creativity so rare. Side by side we paint the scene. A city pop, a jazzy dream. Sweet insanity, take my hand. City's rhythm we understand. Lost in stories, time's our friend. In this chaos, let's not pretend.
Hi. I'm having a strange error, but we will fix that. We will fix that. There we go. There we go. Hi. Hi, I'm here. I know, it seemed like I wasn't. Okay, so today I'm doing something a little different. So we haven't done this in a while, and I haven't worked on my stuff like I'd like to today. So I had to do this show, and I'm like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do? I don't have anything planned for it. And then I was like, hey, I can do a live stream. And so what I'm planning on doing is just putting on some music and working on my TRPG and kind of showing you guys a little bit of the background of what I do on a day-to-day basis. This is just for an RPG, but like if I was working on any other project, this is my own personal project, so like don't worry, I'm not like sharing out anything if you guys hire me or anything. There's none of that going on. So this is my personal project, so I can share it freely because I'm the one that created it, you know? So yeah. So without further ado, let's see. I should. All right. Let's make this a little bigger. Okay. So as you can see, I have a blank table of contents and an idea scratch pad up. This is a program called Scrivener. I do a lot of my work inside Scrivener. Basically, it's just a little way to organize multiple text documents all at once, so I don't have to like constantly flip around with all kinds of windows. So the table of contents is empty, but as you can see, I have two other things over here. I have the introduction, in which I have a bunch of stuff for the introduction. And so what I do for the introduction, I just basically wrote out, you know, just little things, and I used a few different RPG books, and I was just looking at what they did for theirs. So I kind of I didn't copy, but I kind of made my own, and just a little bit of you know, I put my own style to it. And then I had GPT. Yeah, I do use GPT. I'm not one of the writers that is against using GPT. I do not have GPT write for me, but I do allow it to format my documents because formatting documents is a pain in the ass. So there might be some errors in here. I'm going to go through later on and look at these and check it for errors. But yeah, so I did that, and then I have the character creation, and there's 10 or 11 easy steps. 11, okay. So they're not really steps, but I just put them as steps. It's the background, you know, motivations of the character, your age, your archetype, which archetype I can, you know, yeah, I can go in and later on and explain archetype to you. But, so today I wanted to come up with some ideas, and I'm going to turn it onto there. Ideas of just what I want to, you know, accomplish, maybe not today, but I just want to accomplish in general right now. And so I was thinking, well, one of the first things is gear, armor, weapons, general items. Boom. All right. That is definitely something I want to accomplish. Now, what else do I want to get? Well, I want to have an event system. So I gotta create a system for event cards. Because I want this to be able to be played like around a campfire or around, you know, in person or online. But I want to be able to make it so that a GM, a game master, or I think I'm going to call it game master. I might call it storyteller. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I want to give them tools to make it so that their adventures are dynamic. And so that's one. I'm kind of following so the idea behind this is it's a horror game, right? So if you're a fan of horror stuff and you're a fan of RPGs, the idea behind this is to create kind of a sandbox for you to create a horror adventure, but I don't want it to be like, I know most people think they can write horror stories and stuff like that, and like, sure, you can tell campfire tales and things like that. But there's got to be an assistance for people who can't, because like I've met a lot of people over time who try to GM stories or video, like not video games, but stories for the D&D and stuff like that, and they're just not good at it. And I want to create a system that kind of gives players that edge to make the adventure fun. And so I want to create a system of event cards. That way, if somebody might not be so good at writing, they can use the event cards to offer in that little, hey, there's a twist to your narrative, yeah. So I wanted event cards. What else? Oh yeah, I gotta have status, effects, / injuries. So, oh, and also a system of curses. So the reason why I wanted to have a different system for injuries, so this system kind of, it's a little different. It's a little different. So as you can see, you have your normal stats. These are things that most of you probably are familiar with, aside from social probably, and maybe willpower. You don't really use much. These are all integral. Like, instead of D&D system where you only focus on one or two, every single stat in this game is important to a character. So there's no charisma where, like, the social stat is your charisma score, basically. But the idea is this is your ability to handle in your social situations. So it applies across the board. And the thing I didn't like about charisma, for instance, if you're a paladin, you could completely negate your knowledge, your wisdom. You can, I think it was intelligence actually for D&D. But anyways, you could negate all these different stats and like forget about them. Well, I wanted every stat to have like an important feature to them. And so your characters are never going to feel able to handle every situation. And so I wanted to, there's a lot more stats than usual, that you have to focus on. And since you have to focus on all of them, you have to sacrifice some of them. And those sacrifices you can actually feel. I feel like that raises the tension of the game itself. So when you start out with, lower stats, it's very dangerous for a character. And even when you level up a few times, I didn't like how by level, 3, your character was fine in D&D, I focused on the things that I didn't like about the D&D system as far as creating that atmosphere of fear, and I was trying to, I'm making it so that you actually feel a little bit of fear when you're playing. Like, holy shit, can I do this? Can I actually, should I flee? Should I fight or flight? I want that to be a real decision. And like, can I flee? I want that to be in the cards too. Or can I fight them off? Like, is it even possible for me to fight them off? I don't know. And like, I want that feeling. Like, even if you have some stuff. Okay, so I don't know if I went into it in here yet. Let me check. Oh yeah, you can change your age too. Because I didn't like how they didn't allow you to be like a kid. So like in this game, you can actually be a kid, but you're going to suffer for being a kid. You're going to suffer your -2 strength, dexterity, agility, and endurance, and then -1 to knowledge and perception and social. You know, so like there's no adjustment for youth, but you're an adult. You get +1 to strength and dexterity and agility because you're in your prime. You know, and then when you become old, you know, you have a senior character, you get a little bit of weakness to that because you're not in your prime anymore. You're a little weaker, but at the same time, you're a little bit more knowledgeable, a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more social, willpower, you know? So, anyways, what I really wanted to get, I wanted to, yeah, I do, okay. So, here is the, I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this, but I think I am, but I'm not sure. I might change this somewhat, because, actually, I know I'm going to change that, because I came up with a different system. But anyways, the HP, and then, okay, so, actually, I came up with new systems for all of this. So this is the old system. So since I have the new system, hold on, let me look up and see what I wrote down. I have 2 computers. It's really nice. Go to Google Drive. Let's see. Log in that email. So how is everyone doing tonight, by the way? Just while I'm trying to find this. Alright, VP is 0.5. Round down. Endurance. I'm just leaving that strength and endurance. I don't have mental points anymore. Sanity. Sanity points. Okay. I can do. Where is that? Insert special character. Where is that? Does anyone know how to make a... Well, I guess I can... 2. Strength and endurance. This is... Will. Divided by 2. So having a high agility, you can get yourself an extra action point, you know. So like if you have, I think it's eight agility, you can actually get an extra. No, it's even more. Like you have to have 10. Yeah, that might be a little high. Might be a little high. I don't know. The highest you can get when you start off is 8. Let's do this. Capacity. CP. Cinematic points. These are, and I don't want to put these. Derived vitals. And where's the empty? There we go. Cinematic points, which so cinematic points are like if you want to do something really cool, sometimes you'll have the cinematic points to do it. So like let's say you want to run in there guns blazing. Well, that's what cinematic points are for. You know, it's your time to shine, basically. And yeah, So I'm having squares be 5 feet. There is going to be a grid for this game. Actually, I made quite a few changes since I've been looking at this. So I might look at this because this survival checks, I'm not sure if I'm going to even keep survival checks. I don't think I have accuracy anymore as a thing. Dodge is a thing though. Okay. I don't have block anymore. I don't think. Does the game need blocks? Because this is more or less... So, this does not function like a D20 game. It has some stuff that's similar to it, but it's really not... it's not... how do I put it? It's not determined by... a D20 thing. Check. Skill check. Saves. $20. It's attribute. There we go. So, yeah. All right, and luck. Spend one. I'm not used to using this keyboard. I have to like really pay attention to where my fingers are. All right. like I said, I might remove those. That will be called a survival check. Alright. So I don't think we need to put it. Okay, so it's gonna be curses. Let's look. Okay. So the things that I want to have in the game. No. I scrapped the paths thing. So originally I was going to have something called paths, but I decided that I'm going to change that to something called a survival class. So in this game, you don't have classes. Like, you're not going to have like a guy, like a soldier class. You can be a soldier, that can be your occupation, but you're not going to have like shooty guy, you know, or healy person, or yada yada yada. You have an archetype, in which your archetype is based on your score. Your one of these. You know, are you going to be the strong type? Are you going to be the, you know, all of those? Yeah. So then you think about your attributes and all that stuff, how old you are. That will affect your ability, like your starting stuff. Which I'm trying to decide. I don't know if I want to have it be flat out money, or do I want to have a wealth system? Because in modern, can't really show it. Let's see. No, I can't. Well, anyways, there is a wealth system with modern D20, and that's pretty cool. I don't want to copy any systems like directly, because that's just not cool, and also it can get me in a lot of trouble later on. I want to make my my RPG system original, so obviously I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah. So, gear. Okay, gear, event cards, status and injuries. What else do I want? Obviously, I'm gonna have to come up with enemies. The idea behind enemies, though, it's kind of cool. So, so what I'm planning on doing with this is instead of horror, it's like horror encapsulates a lot of different subjects, you know? And so the way that I was planning on doing this, is that an explosion outside? Okay, well, anyways, the thing that I was planning on doing is, all right, so here's the idea behind it. I wanted to make a series that could be so vast, because there's a lot of aspects to horror. Like, you don't just have the zombies, you know, or vampires or something like that, you know, or werewolves, but you also have the lesser, lighter stuff, like, you know, some crazy cannibals. So like, I want to include mystery type stuff in here to, like, if you want to make a lighter story of just like you come across a cannibal colony or something like that, you're camping or something and you come across cannibals, you can do that. Or like, you go to a hotel and it turns out that like the hotel's a hostel for you know, doing like red rooms or something like that. You can actually have something like that with this system. And so I'm working on that, but then like I'm also working on, well, what if there's something like a greater evil? And so the, like, when I put eldritch there, I'm not meaning like eldritch beings. You can't interact with an eldritch being, you know? That's beyond human comprehension. I'm gonna use a better term for it, but it's a being like Lovecraft. Lovecraft wrote about things that humans couldn't comprehend. They couldn't even comprehend the motives. And so, like, when that being's around, when these things are around, I guess. How do I put it? Things change, right? So, like, the world around you is altered, right? Like things don't work right. Like, for instance, like, you could have an eldritch being, which I might include this in like a supplemental thing, or I might include it in the full game. I haven't decided yet. But like for instance, might be one that causes the water to turn into blood. And, like, all the water in the city turned rancid or something like that, you know? And like, you're trying to find out why. And it's because this evil cult is summoning this supernatural being. You know? That type of stuff. I want to be able to include like large scale stuff. Like, you have like all kinds of different, you know, things happening because, oh no, you know, the gray aliens have come. You know? Just different things like that. So I figured this kind of like is genre-less. Like, it's in the horror genre, but like, it's not needled into a certain place. Like, you can have a werewolf RPG, or you can have all of it together all at once. Like, you can go Cabin in the Woods style, crazy, just like everything's there and it's the apocalypse. Yeah, that's what I wanted for this RPG. So that's one of the things I'm gonna come up with, you know? What else is there that I was really excited about? Let's see. Wish I could see a little better. I'm not wearing my glasses. I don't wear my glasses when I stream. I can't. So it's harder for me to see things. I got a whole bunch of notes. I'm just pawing through my notes right now. It's cool. I love it. Like, I don't know how to explain. So tonight, what I want to do is I want to work on let's add chapter. Actually, would I add another chapter to that, or would I make it a supplemental chapter? Well, I want to work on the archetypes, so maybe I might make a decision later on. Okay, so archetypes. There's obviously one for strength. Let's see. Strength, dexterity, agility, endurance, knowledge, perception, social, power, luck. And base. All right. How did I do the score? It was 4 and 6. So, start out with min 2 max. All right, so character creation, everything starts out at 4. All right, you have a max of 8. Obviously you don't want 8 to be, you have to have 6. Okay. Have to have 6. Attribute. So, all right. Let's see. Oh yeah, we should make skills. Occupation. Skills. Skills are actually really easy for me to do. I've already did skills. See, acrobatic, agility, there we go. Social. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Athletics. Crafting. Crafting has a lot. There's a lot of stuff with crafting. Deception. Dex is clearly the winner of the most. I spelled that. What did I spell wrong? Okay, linguistics. There's an I. Per. Ah. Navigation. New. Nature. Perception. K-N-O. Knowledge. Which these can change too, if like other people have suggestions. Research. I think I did the an episode on it the other day. Unless there's a new one that just came out. But like literally I've done 3 of them so far. The one that came out the other day with the one with the binder. Yeah, I did. I could not believe it, man. I mean, they're obfuscating that so much. It's ridiculous. And to think that the Attorney General is also in on this, it's just maddening. I really hope the FBI looks into it. I emailed Kash Patel about that one. Also the FBI and all that stuff. Let's just everyone check that out because it's huge. Oh, I know. I mean, it's absolutely insane that the fact that they thought they could get away with it, you know? And they expected nobody to really notice what they were doing. I just... It's baffling. Oh, totally. I know in my area there's some stuff going on. All you can do is speak out against it, you know? But yeah, it's gross. It's really gross. And the number of people that affects too, it's not a small number of people that are affected. Yeah, but see something, say something is only, it only applies when, you know, you're talking about something that they enjoy, you know, persecuting. But when it comes to actual real stuff, oh no, they don't want you to say that. Trust me. There have been times when, well, for instance, the whole thing with COVID and stuff like that, a lot of it was blown up way too much. And the people that were supposed to say something didn't. And I feel like it's the same thing that's happening right now. Those kids that are involved in these situations, they're trying to cover it up to save their skin. But I also feel like they're trying to cover up for other nefarious purposes. Yep, I do remember that. As a matter of fact, you can still do that. If you have a program, there's a few programs out there that'll allow you to see the dislikes on the videos. Because it's only a UI. The UI hides it. It's not actually taken out. Like they keep track of how many dislikes you can still have. It's just the UI for YouTube removes that stat. But if you have a plugin, I'm not saying where to get the plugin, but there is a plugin out there that it will definitely let you see what they don't want you to. Actually, it's kind of funny. With what they were doing with the hiding of how many dislikes somebody's video had, they said it was to make them feel good about themselves. But if I go into my analytics, I can see exactly how many times my videos were disliked. So I don't think that's really about making anyone feel good about themselves. I think it's a way for them to hide that, or actually not to hide anything. It's to stop the solidarity, because if people realized how much we actually agreed on things, I don't think you would see the so much fighting online, because I think we do agree a lot of times. With the whole Biden thing, they tried to gaslight us, and I mean, if you've paid attention to the news the past few weeks, it's come out that Biden was completely, I mean, as if you didn't know that he was shot. Biden was gone, his entire thing. But it came out that he had cancer, and all the media was, oh no, Biden doesn't have cancer. He just found out he had cancer. Well, I'm sorry. It takes a lot more time, and I know this because decrepit. You could say decrepit. That's a very good adjective for it. Yep, you could call him a zombie. It was like Weekend at Bernie's, Biden edition. But no, medically, he couldn't have got cancer, and it went into his bones. See, prostate cancer takes a long time for it to metastasize. And even if it metastasizes, it doesn't reach the bone. This is a years-long issue. And they're saying that, they didn't know. Well, they might not have known because they didn't want to know. So they didn't test for it. That's me being as charitable as I can be for that administration. Stage 4, yeah. I mean, it can happen in less time. I mean, it can. If it just normally doesn't, but yes, it's 5 to 10 years normally for it to get to the bones. But it can happen in less time, but at least 2 years. It takes at least 2 years, and so that's me being as charitable as can be, because I've heard of it affecting people pretty quickly, but it's not like months; it's years. If you miss it, yeah. But we gotta take into consideration too that Biden is he was the president of the United States, the most medically checked man. Literally the most medically checked man. You can't try to tell me they missed that. They check him out for those types of viruses and stuff. Or I'm not gonna say viruses because people call me conspiracy theorist. Those types of things that affect people's prostates. Checking for cancers and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm being friendly, YouTube. it's crazy to think that they tried to lie to us so much, and now the media is like, oh my gosh, why don't people trust us anymore? I don't know, maybe because you lied through your teeth for like 4 years straight, not to mention all the stuff that they lied about Trump about. His son laptop. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a healthy dose of skepticism towards everything, I think it's good. Like, be skeptical. Don't believe anything that anyone tells you. And if you did that, I think you turned out ahead. And if you didn't, then you got fooled. Because, and I don't blame the people that are fooled necessarily, but there does come a point where if you're fooled once or twice by the media, sure. But as many times as they have lied, like, you have to get to a certain extent where you're like, the media's lying. It just lies. So you can't believe anything they say. So I automatically just don't believe it. Like, if I hear anything from the media, I just don't believe it. Even Fox News. You know, people all the time say like, oh, you got to listen to Fox News and stuff like that. I'm like, don't trust Fox News. They're horrible. They're just as bad as all the other networks. They might tell the truth a little bit more, but they're still just as bad. It's sad. It's really sad when you realize that the media and everything they're telling you is a lie. But I mean, what can you do? You know? Okay. Yes, do your own research. Yeah, exactly. And you might have disagreements still, but you're better off. It's just sad that to think that our society can be controlled, you know, so easily. But it is what it is. I have seen The Sound of Freedom. I love that movie. That was such a good movie. It really makes you aware. Well, I mean, did you hear about the during COVID, the shipping crates? There was crying coming from some of the shipping crates. And like police like rescued all kinds of children that were locked in them. It's like, it was crazy. And like that didn't even make like the news. Like, there you go. The news covering up stuff. Well, it's the same type of stuff that Angry Cops was pointing out. And what did the news do? They completely besmirch him. They destroy his character. I mean, if that doesn't make you angry, I don't know what does. Hear the whistleblowers like calling it out, and they just completely destroyed it. No, I did not hear about the one back in Wisconsin. Tell me about it. Oh, I haven't heard about the one in Wisconsin, though. That's crazy. That's terrible. See, whenever you hear about stuff like that too, it makes you like really angry. Like you want to go out and help those people. Like, I really admire Brandon Herrera and Donut Operator and Bad Electrician and Angry Cops because like they're right on the front lines of that, you know? And to be able to speak out and have people hear it, you know, and pay attention to it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And the fact that they got their entire audience on this, I hope that some good comes out of it. And I hope that the rest of them are afraid. Man, that's terrible. Hold on. I want to just... Container... Wisconsin... Oh, let's see. Northeast, yep. Wow. Huh. That's pretty bad. Yeah. That's exactly right. I mean, because you can't... Because a lot of times people get confused. So, like... How do I put it? There's so much BS online that you could fall for conspiracy theories and weird stuff, but, like, when you can actually look it up. You know, the internet's right at your fingertips. We have a library of everything. Like... Why don't you use it? You know? And so you can sift through stuff. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. But see, once again, if people just, if they kept their eyes open and they actually cared about shit, I think this would end. But the unfortunate part is nobody knows that this is happening, and the media tries to keep it quiet. It's like what happened in the 1980s, Boys Town, USA. That was a scandal with a bunch of Republicans that were using little boys as prostitutes. It was crazy. And it was going on for a long time. It was Republicans. And it's just like, ugh. Granted, those are the neocons, you know, the people that are Republican in name only, you know, the rhinos. It is amazing how there's so much of this going on. Like, we know these stories, right? We know like tons of these stories. And yet these assholes still sit in Congress thumbing their nose at us. And it's just, it's, I don't know. It's amazing though that does happen. I am just glad that once again, there's someone doing something. And hopefully Kash Patel and Dan Bongino or somebody, or Pam Bondi or someone at the FBI looks into it. Because Lord knows they have enough evidence. Yep, that is so true. That is so true, because people, they don't like knowing what's actually going on around them. And they'd rather just say, it's not happening. You're crazy. You know, because it's, well, and also it helps you keep your sanity. Because it is scary when you stop and think about it. That, you know, your local official could be a child predator. I mean, like, that's why I get on Cyrax so much. Because he is an online predator. And yes, while it doesn't seem like it's much, he can talk to people, you know? Yeah. Yep, nothing ever happens to me. Nothing bad ever happens to me. So why should I care? Yeah. Well, yep, it is a mentality. And unfortunately, that's going to stay with us for a long time. Because if people zone out and they can't like see what's around them, it allows them to have that safety net, you know, that little bubble. It's not happening to me. But then people, you know, I'll use the example of what people used to say about the Nazis, you know? They came for, you know, I forget how that quote goes. But they came for people and I didn't care. They came for them and I didn't care. And then they came for me finally. And it's like, people just do the same thing now. But see, they can actually afford to not care. Because chances of them actually being affected by it is very minimal. So it's like the cost of doing business. Blue Voldemort. Oh. Does he pike things? Is he a hissing piker? Yeah, yes I do. Yep. Man, he is. Oh. It's so funny that the Cockroach King is a bigger political streamer than him. He's not even a political streamer. I'm not saying anything because I have no numbers, you know, at all. But I do find it funny. Yeah. Boy, is he mad recently too. Well, because he's trapped. He can't say anything. He's audience trapped, and he's trapped by the company. Actually, Twitch, what they did recently to him, Nux is awesome. Yep. Yes, Nux is awesome. I like Nux a lot. It's funny too because, yeah, Hassan's like 1,000% fucked. You know, when it really comes down to it. Actually, I haven't watched Nux in a while. Gotta check him out again. But yeah, he's one of my favorite people to watch. VTubers, at least, to watch. Oh, good. Well, I'll have to check that out sometime then. Huh. Should I do a reaction video to Nux doing it? Because I mean, I just get that word out there, man. You can't do it enough. Oh. I would never get a collaboration from Nux. But I might be able to gain some followers. I don't really care about getting followers though, to be honest. The reason why I do those types of videos when I do is just to, like I said, speak out about it. Because people really do need to speak out about stuff like that. It's sad. All right, cool. But yeah, no, sometimes, getting collaboration is kind of hard though. You know, it's very hard, especially as a VTuber. It's hard to sync up systems unless you have like a bigger name. Like, I don't even know how I would do that. I get my news from Timcast. I get a lot of it from Timcast. Steven Crowder is pretty good. I do my own research, but who else do I do? Man, just trying to think off the top of my head, who do I get my news from? China Uncensored, that's one. Serpent ZA. Liberal Hive Mind. Who else is there? Where I get news from? You know, I'll just check out my subscription tab. That Umbrella Guy. Get Nick Ricada. Officer Tatum. Ben Shapiro, The Quartering. Yeah, Dinesh D'Souza. Redacted. Law of Self-Defense. I love Law of Self-Defense. Got Blaze News. Glenn Beck sometimes. What else? Yeah, name some of the top ones right there. A bunch of them. Oh yeah. Trends Journal. Actually, believe it or not, what's his name? Man, Viva Fry. Pray. But no, Jimmy Dore. There we go, Jimmy Dore. Yeah, meet Kevin. Because I like having a full spectrum, you know? Good collective diet, you know? Of different people. There's so many good people to listen to. Oh, Clownfish TV to get my pop culture stuff. Oh my gosh. The independent journalists are where it's at. Like, the actual news, it's good for clips, you know? Get us some clips, but like, it's clips proving them wrong, you know? Like, they talk about a subject and you already know that they're completely wrong on it. Whatever they say, you're just like, nope, I don't believe you. All right, so let's start looking into this issue. And then, you know, it turns out that they were lying through their teeth and it's completely the opposite. Like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, you can't even, like, it's to the point where if they say something, you know that it's wrong. I mean, like, I can't, yeah, I can't say it any clearer than that. It's just wrong. But even if you do, you watch news state, because like even watching CNN, because I do watch CNN sometimes, and I do watch MSNBC sometimes, but I don't watch them as news stations, like to get my news from. I like to know what they're talking about because I think of the normie. But then again, normies don't even watch the news now too, so it's just becoming irrelevant. Like, I think half their traffic comes from conservative people. You know, at least half their traffic. Because, like, really, the only people watching it now are boomers. And they're becoming irrelevant. You know? Intentional lies. Yep. That's a much better way to put it. All right, let's. It's funny. If you really think about it, this has been we've always known this. You know, since Weapons of Mass Destruction, I believe that the news has been lying to us. And probably even before then, probably since JFK has been shot. You know? They've just been lying to us then. Sure. Sure. What is it that blows your mind? No, I don't. July 4th, 2026. Actually, you know what? I don't. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember Trump saying something about that. How he was gonna have that special World's Fair or something like that over here. It's amazing to think that we're only 250 years old. It's really not that old when you really think about the grand scale of things. millennium. Millennium's 1,000 years. Yeah. Century's 100 years. We're 2 centuries old. 2.5. We 2.5. Actually, I think that's a pretty good measure of how old a country is. Centuries. It's actually pretty amazing when you stop and think about it. 'Cause even though like we're pretty young for a nation, at the same time we're pretty old too. You know? Because if you're like, yeah, you know, China's old, but it went through so many different revolutions that is it the same country? You know? I don't know. Look, I mean, look at Britain. Britain's pretty old too, but I mean, at the same time, $250 yeah. Well, I think we might be heading there no matter what, you know? As far as that goes. At the very least, Civil War. Because, I mean, technically, we had a revolution, right? And then we had the Civil War, which was pretty much a revolution, another one, you know? There's a T in Eldridge. All right. Oh, did you miss? Did it not send a message? Hold on. Sometimes it goes and it takes messages and it's like it puts it into questioning, you know? Kind of ridiculous how it does that. Do I have any pending messages? Let's see. No, it didn't hold it. Weird. It doesn't even tell me that it held it. It's ridiculous sometimes, YouTube. It just hides messages from people. Like, I notice it does it quite a bit. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's not going to tell me what you said. You got to be kidding me. Yeah. My Discord. Actually, I'll give you my link to my Discord. Let's see. Invite link. There we go. There we are. All right, there's my invite link to my Discord. Add you to Discord. All right. Well, I think it worked. It sure did. Perfect. You are a real person. Let's give you that. Okay, there we go. Oh, yes. I agree. It would be a good time to have a revolution. I do agree with that. And the reason being I agree with that, well, how should I put it? It seems appropriate at the time. Now, do I want to see a revolution happen? No! Hell no! Because that's going to be a bloody freaking war. And we don't need another one of those. Injuries and curses. Name. Effect. Description. Yeah. I am. I'm working on a tabletop game. It is called Thriller, and it is a horror game. Basically, you make a horror character, or make a normal human character, and you run away from whatever's chasing you. Or maybe you stop it. Yeah. I'm just trying basically to make a system that is open enough that you don't have to use D&D to do your things. And also it doesn't have it's flat enough that you can actually like make your own actually make your own thing. You know, without having to worry about different character classes and stuff like that. I wanted to have it's basically a classless game system, you know. There is a survival class later on in the game, but like you don't get that early on. You might not ever get it. Actually, that's something I should add in there. Survival class. But yeah, no, it's a fun little game I'm making. Yes. Yep. Basically, I feel like most of the RPGs out there make the characters too powerful. And I'm making one that's more like, I don't know if you ever played Fear and Hunger. You played Fear and Hunger, that's the type of theme I'm going for. Your choices matter. Right now, I'm just trying to go over the last little bits and plug them in, because I have a lot written, but I haven't plugged in all this stuff. But yeah. No, and also I included sanity points. That's also another thing that drains. So if you go insane, that's it. I don't know. I figure it would be fun to play around campfire or something like that when you're camping. Legend of Dragoon was awesome. Yep. You know, I've only managed to get through the second disc because it was scratched. Like my third disc was scratched, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I bought it off a friend. Upset me. So I've never actually won it, so I might pick it up one of these days and try to beat it. Thursday I'm gonna be doing the new Elden Ring. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, events. Event cards. Event cards. Yep. Luckily today you can play games on emulator. I actually own a copy of Legend of Dragoon, so it's not illegal. It's not a fully working copy, but it's a copy still. It's my ticket into the show, bro. Let's see. Okay. And also then I gotta make all the fun aerial combat rolls and stuff like that for this game, which is gonna be great. I'm being sarcastic. But I mainly got all of that done. Also, all the music right now is it's all made by Sudo. The music that's playing right now, all of it, Sudo. So it's all AI generated. Yeah, ChatGPT is actually really helpful. I am a writer, like, for a living, but I'm not against ChatGPT. I know a lot of people are like, AI is going to steal our jobs. But it's like, you got to learn how to use AI because it's going to steal our jobs if you don't know how to use it. The people that are going to have jobs after are people that know how to use it. Like, people that write movie scripts, like, you're going to lose your job if you keep writing movie scripts the way that you're doing now. Because if you screenwrite, it's basically a giant prompt you're writing. So, like, use your head, man. think about it. In a few years, AI will just be able to produce your movie. You just give it the script, and boom, it'll be there. It'll be done. It's just brilliant, you know? Or if, like, you need formatting issues done, boom, it's done for you. I don't know, it's amazing. I don't see why people don't use it. Like, no, it's gonna steal our jobs. It's like, yeah, okay. So did the farm equipment. You know? Disney did, especially, you know, at least they realized it, because this last Lilo and Stitch movie seemed to be pretty okay. I think that Rachel Zegler thing, with her being as obstinate as she was, I think that gave her, I think it gave Disney a scare, like a real scare. And I think they learned that if they keep going the direction that they're going, they're gonna learn. They're gonna, you know, F around and find out. And I think they knew it. Well, I mean, they've been going down that road for years, and it hasn't got them any better. I think they thought they were gonna make a lot of money off of it, you know, and instead they didn't. So they bit themselves in the foot. Name. But yeah, I'll go through Chat GPT after with all these little things I've made. Probably a number. Actually, you know what? I don't need to serialize these. I don't remember Lilo and Stitch enough, to be honest, to actually be like, yeah, totally, that scene. Mainly because I was young when Lilo and Stitch came out. I was like 10, maybe. I was even younger than that, I think. Actually, when did Lilo and Stitch come out? Well, it would help if I spelled the name right. The original. Not the new one. The original. – 2002. Oh. I was... Yeah, that put me at 12. I was 12. Not bad. Not a bad movie. I liked it. Actually, that was the day I discovered Mage Knight. I remember it too, because I had my best friend over that day. We had pizza over at McDonald's. I kid you not, we had pizza at McDonald's, and we both got like packs of Mage Knights, and that was like amazing. Little war figures. It was like Warhammer before Warhammer. Actually, it was after Warhammer, obviously. But, I mean, before I knew about Warhammer. Yeah, they're like little figures. It was pretty cool. You had to use a ruler in order to like measure out where they were. These war game stuff. This is really cool. I was such a nerd back then. Still am. Well, I'm creating an RPG, so I think that speaks for itself. You know what? This could just be called scenario. Yeah. There we go. Obviously, NPCs. Be right back. Back. All right. So, what other stuff? Just game mastering. think that's a pretty good outline of what I need. Got it. Items. That's items. Which is called gear. Beatbox? Nope, I don't know that scene actually. That I don't know much about that at all. Though I hear that I have heard some clips and stuff like that. It's amazing. The fact that they can like do what they do and like it just, yeah, they sound like instruments, living instruments. It's weird. Sure. Let me. All right. Huh. Okay, let's see. Let's delete that. Trying to get it so I can show it to the stream. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. That's not it. Window capture. Let's try that. Nope. Huh. It won't let me do it. Well, send it to me so I can download it. I'll just download it off there and I'll show it on. Just download it. Yeah, my screens are linked, but for some reason, the application doesn't want to show up on my thing. Here. Let's do this. Right. Let's download it. Yep. Trying right now. Not cooperating with me. What the heck? Okay. Oh, I can't download it because of copyright. Tell you what, I'll listen to it and I'll have the... How am I going to do this? I can't play it on stream because it's considered copyrighted music. So, hold on. I'll check it out. I will turn the audio on. I have multiple routing through here, so. What the hell? Holy crap, man, you're so right. What the heck? Holy shit, yeah, yeah. Wow. Yep, that's crazy. That's so wow, that's talent. Like that is definitely talent. That's crazy. Cuz he doesn't sound like a human at all. And yeah. Holy crap. How many years does it take to make noises that you eventually get to that? That's just amazing to me. Like, holy crap, that is name. Jayce. Oh, I mean, how do you do that? I mean, like, how do you even teach that? How do you teach that? And like, I don't even understand like what, like, I know some stuff about singing and vocal cords and stuff like that, and like, that's like Mongolian throat sing on like steroids. Like, that is utilizing each vocal cord succinctly. I could imagine that would be challenging. Just, yeah. feel like I'm spelling that word wrong, but I know I'm not. I can imagine there's only a few people on Earth that can do what that guy just did. Because that's just insane. Sheesh. Right? Yeah, that totally is what it looks like. Man, I mean, really, that is pretty cool. Restriction. All right. Oh, she actually got a few stories from him? That's cool. That's really cool. Right, cost, and then yeah, actually, yeah, to hit all those, I would imagine, and it is muscle memory because you're using your vocal cords, and the precision from the vocal cords, like, you have several different vocal cords. I think it's two. You have two sets of vocal cords. And the fact that you can, like, you can learn how to do it different tones and stuff with them, but it's hard. You know? I can imagine that would be crazy, you know? Yep, exactly. All right. Well, it is close to 10:30, and with that, I think I'm gonna be heading off. It's been great hanging out with you, man. I had a lot of fun tonight. I got a lot of this work done. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Yeah. So I'll be catching you guys later, and it's been a lot of fun, man. You too. You have a great night too. Underneath my arm. Anyways, yes, you have a great night too. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or whatnot. But 8 o'clock, closer to 9, probably stream till 10. And yeah. And of course, Thursday, I'm going to be doing the Elder Ring stream for the foreseeable future. And I'm going to be screaming about dying. So if you want to see that, there you go. Anyways, catch you guys later. Hope you had a good time. All right. See ya. Bye.